Hi Aries, welcome to November. Welcome to Scorpio season. I hope you all had an easy time through these eclipses, and I think people have been shifting a lot, so hang in there and just know that it is all for a bigger purpose. But let's see what's going on for you in November. All right, Five of Cups and Five of Wands. You could have started Scorpio season off with some misplaced emotions. Like, what I mean by that is you could have felt really emotional, but you couldn't quite target where it was coming from. It was almost as if the matter at hand wasn't the source of the emotion. It was just a way for it to come to the surface. So if you felt like, or if you have been feeling like you're not gelling with your connections right now, it could be because there's something below the surface that needs to be looked at. Justice. The energy, the Libra energy is still lingering quite a bit here, but it's like, it's almost as if in Libra season, something was like pulled out of you, some sort of deep-seated emotion or something that you may have been suppressing a little. It's almost like Libra season like pulled it up. And in Scorpio season, it's like you have it in your hands now and you're just not sure what to do with it. So I would say alone time could be really important while you're deciding where your emotions are coming from. Because if you spend time with people and you have these emotions at your surface and you don't know the source, you could be triggered pretty easily. And you could do the Aries thing and lash out a little bit. I don't see that being too heavy or anything that you can't come back from, but just think about your words before you say them, because again, like the matter at hand, I don't think is what is pulling these emotions out of you. It's just a trigger for something a little bit deeper here. Eight of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of like going inward. I think that could be really beneficial to you. Just making sure that you're prioritizing your alone time so that you have time to process all of your thoughts. Because you could be feeling anxious, and I don't think that you necessarily need to. You just need to pay attention to your emotions and try to place them properly. I think you're going to come out of this month, though, with strength here. I see you getting closer to the light. It just seems like the past few weeks as we transition into a new month and a new season and all of the eclipses, I think like a lot of emotion could have come to the surface, and now you're finally inching your way back to the light. Three of Wands. Yeah. You're ready to move on in life without this emotion. It's like once it gets pulled out of you, it gets looked at, it gets addressed, you just step into a new chapter because you're not so weighed down by all of this anymore. High Priestess. It's something really deep in your subconscious that it's like when someone does something little, like a friend or your partner or a coworker, they do something where, yeah, it may have been slightly like inconsiderate, or their words may have come out wrong, but the way you've been reacting, and maybe you don't show it on the surface, maybe you just feel the emotions internally, but the way your physical body is reacting to these little moments of misunderstanding is very telling. It's like something in the subconscious is kind of screaming at you. And it's finding these little moments to seep through the cracks to let you know that it's there and it's affecting you. I think you're aware of it now, which is exactly where you want to be. Because once it's almost like it just clicked. You're like, oh, I see why this bothers me so much. Like the other person might see this as small or little, but I'm reacting to it like it's big, and now I know why. Now I see where this is all coming from. And again, good place to be, because that's where you actually have a choice to leave something behind you. As I say choice, the Two of Coins pops out, and I think that's the big thing here is you are given the choice, and the universe is really rooting for you to choose wisely. So it's like you're finally in a place where you can choose to let something go and to kind of start over and not let it alter the way you react to things. Or you can choose to stay the same and to continue to let something that happened in the past like drag you down, because you don't have to. And it's okay to have moments where you're sitting with yourself and you can feel sorry for yourself. You can nurture yourself and you can feel sad about what happened, but there comes a point where you really do have to decide to just let something go. And just know too, like, I don't know why I'm getting this message, is pretty specific, but you wouldn't want someone to hold your past self against who you are now, because we grow and change and evolve all the time. As the years pass, we become better people, different people. We have new perspectives. So don't hold anyone else's past against their present self. So take the moment for face value. I think that there's a lesson here in just living in the moment and deciding to let yourself enjoy things. You don't have to let past hurts cloud your subconscious so much. Three of Coins. And that's when you start feeling more collaborative. Like once your energy becomes lighter, working with other people, connecting with other people, creating with other people, it becomes effortless. And I think in the recent past, it may have felt kind of rigid for you. But as you start to let go and as you choose to live life in a more present and lighter way, the collaborations come a lot easier. Ace of Wands, then you feel this newness. You feel a renewed sense of passion and inspiration. Like Aries, when Aries are on their A game, this Ace of Wands, that's every day. That's like how you feel on a daily basis. And that's great, because that is like the Aries that is vibrant, super motivating, super alluring, can really manifest whatever with ease. So you want to get back there, it sounds like, and it's like you finally know how to get back to that vibrant version of yourself. And it's okay to let the emotions come, it's okay to sit with them, it's okay to retract, it's okay to process, as long as you have the end goal of moving on in mind. And right as I say moving on, we get the Six of Swords. And that's exactly what that energy is. You are making a choice to physically remove yourself from something that doesn't feel quite right. And it could even be within your own mind. And we're all guilty of this, but we can easily blame the outside world for what's going on in our own mind. And I think you're just finally choosing not to do that anymore. You're taking accountability of your own self. You have autonomy over your own thoughts now, which really helps you move on from this. And it brings you a lot more balance and peace of heart and peace of mind with the Temperance card. And this is when you become a lot more able to manifest in that state where you feel balanced and hopeful. You have blind faith. That's what Aries are good at. They just jump. They don't ask questions because they base everything off of their gut feeling. So when you have really heavy, old, stagnant emotions clouding up your subconscious, that gut feeling, that intuition, that sense of just knowing, it's going to be hard to feel and find. So whatever it is that you need to do to let go of all the heavy stuff from the past that just doesn't even matter anymore, that's what's going to be best. That's what's going to really excel you in a short amount of time. Really, you'll be surprised what you can manifest in that time. And the Knight of Cups, I think, signifies how alluring it is when someone is in their temperance energy and they're really balanced and they have that inner confidence and the inner knowing. It's so easy for people to be drawn to you and want to offer you things. And that's when you gain a better network, better resources. It's when you can finally like get yourself from A to B, to really level up, to look back on 6 months to a year and think, wow, everything is different, everything is better. I think that's kind of the transition phase that you're in right now. And I think the eclipses really brought it out in you, and I think it's bringing it out in a lot of people. So just release those emotions. And it's almost like, you know, when you're upset about something and you don't know when to stop being upset about it, it's like that thing is not going to change or go away. So really, you could be upset about it every day, all day if you want to, but you don't have to. And I think that's what this reading is really about. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful, Aries. Have a good November.